I've got the new radiator just been delivered. It's identical to the old one. Got the two hoses go here, temp sensor goes there, and that is the drain off opener there. That's where you drain off the radiator, the whole purpose of that. There's the two fan screws there, and the two fan bolts go in there. So let's put this new radiator. Oh, this radiator's nearly twice as thick. Well, not twice, probably 1.5 times thicker than the old one, which is more coolant. We'll start by putting the temp sensor in. We will unscrew where the temp sensor goes. And there's an O-ring, I think I'm going to use that. So we'll put that on the temp sensor. I've also put a bit of PTFE tape on it to help with the leaking. We'll just put that in and give it a very gentle tighten, as it's aluminium with a 19mm socket. On the temp sensor I took the O-ring off because it doesn't actually get used on the new radiator. So I'm going to wrap round some of this Teflon PTFE gas tape stuff, which I use in plumbing, so I think that will work. So I've wrapped that around the thread. Let's see if it works. I couldn't use the O-ring as it kept binding and it wasn't working. So I think we've had a success. That's binded really well around there. I didn't do it too tight, but it definitely can't be undone. So we'll just keep an eye on that when I install and refill it back up. Okay, so I've lifted the new radiator into a rough position. I did it from underneath. The important bit is to get it in those rubber mounts there that the radiator sits in. Like so. That is now in there. So the next thing is let's connect the hoses up and put the temp sensor back. Okay, so they're on. I used Jubilee clips this time, and that's on. And the temp sensor down there is now clicked in. Now it's time to put the fans back on. So I got the two fans in now. There, put the clips on. There and there, and I've also got the two brackets on, and that is now solid in there. Now with the fans it was a little bit tricky because I had to just make the hole slightly bigger on the bottom two holes, and then they fit. So pretty good so far. Let's just put the latch back on. That is the job complete. It's got the. Now all I've got to do is bleed the system. I'm not going to show you that because it's boring. Put a hose on there, bleed it all through, and then we'll test the new radiator.